Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the Americanadian Gamer, and the time has come to finish up the story of Destiny. Last episode, we traveled to Mars to limit the Vex's return back to Mars so they can't defend the Black Garden as well, which means it is time to go to the Black Garden, a level 18 story. Fight through the gates and enter the Black Garden to destroy its heart, and hopefully finish the Vex off for good. So let's get in there, let's not hesitate, let's go to the Black Garden and finish the Vex off once and for all and protect the entire galaxy from their wrath. Or if you watched last episode, not so wrathy, in my opinion.
I don't think we'll get a second chance at this. We pull this off, we can save the Traveler. If not, the Vex will seize our worlds.
I still say, the Vex are just reclaiming what was once the property of their, well, property of their masters, but what was once the land their masters owned. Alright, where do we gotta go? Where are we going? Where are we going, Jack? I need a nav point. There we go. Head to the gate. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. We're going to hit every rock on the way, and I will make damn sure of that. There's a rock. We got to hit it. There's another rock. We got to hit... Okay, we didn't hit... Now that I'm actually trying to hit the rocks, I can't hit a single one. But last episode, when I'm trying to avoid all the rocks, I just kept smashing into them and fishtailing into them. Because, you know... I don't know. You probably know, but I don't. I don't know where I was going with that. You don't come here for those kind of things anyways. Where am I going? Just straight on ahead. No need to fight all these guys on the way. We'll just hop on our mountain travel. What we need, what Destiny needs, is a carrot on a stick. If any of you ever played old World of Warcraft, when you got the carrot on the stick, it was a little trinket you could get with your mounts, and you could make your mount go 10% faster because it was a little carrot on a stick dangling in front of your horse, and it would run faster trying to get the carrot on the stick. Destiny needs a carrot on a stick for the sparrows. It makes perfect sense. Don't question it. And you know it. You know that for certain. Am I going the right direction? Yeah, okay. I got too wrapped up in my carrot commentary. The carrot commentary. That's what you come here for.
The Vex are going to do everything they can to keep us out of the Black Garden.
They can try to do everything they can to keep us out of the Black Garden, but I have already done it once. So, they tried once already. I think I have to go, yep, right over here. Let's do this. I did 110 damage. What a shot. That was a direct hit by this Minotaur. But he's down for the count. And even though I have this thing like on automatic, I've been pulling the trigger for each individual shot this entire time. I haven't actually been holding the trigger, so I'm just now remembering that I can just hold the trigger. Hey, there's loots. I didn't actually break down the loot I got from last time either. I need to do that. That looked like a Hydra. That was a Hobgoblin. Hit me directly, so we'll let that pass for now. There's no cliff over here. I'm not going to fall off of it. All right. Where'd that Minotaur go? Couple more shots. Minotaur will be down for the count. And he is indeed down for the count. So let's get the high ground and take out this Hydra. And not let him do anything too dramatic against us. No heavy ammo. Hydra's down. Much easier than last time. This will work, Jack. Don't you question it. Alright. Into the Black Garden we go.
Where are we? If this is the Black Garden, it's not on any map of known space and time. I guess we just keep going.
See, this looks like Venus to me. This looks like Venus, although you could also argue that's because that's just how the Vex constructs in their terraforming looks. Just because the way Venus looks like, but this looks like Venus to me. That's what I thought when I was first in here, was it's Venus. It's Venus.
They're in some kind of stasis.
Man, there's so many things I want to say, like, because my commentaries were all screwed up from the last time I did this. There was so much mystery in everything I was saying. I was trying to figure out exactly what these things are, you know, why they're like this. Like, I know they're Vex, but why are they like this and they're not active? Like, you notice they're missing their little power crystal here. So do they get the power crystal? Like, this guy's missing an arm. Like what's the deal here? Have these things just been, like I've been saying, like, have these things just been sitting around for so many centuries? They've become encrusted with all of this stuff that they need to be reactivated in order to do things. And the return of the darkness and the fight with the Traveler did that? I don't know. But, as we'll find out here, obvious trap is obvious. You know, it's not like you have a glowing torso and red eyes that tell me, like, hey, we're waiting for you to ambush you. Encrypted Ingram chest piece. It's green. I don't know how good it'll be for me. Alright, those guys are down. Do I have any upgrades, actually? I might as well check. Do I have any available upgrades for anything? Not really. 103 defense. I think the defense is worth it at that point. Yeah, level 7. Level 17, we'll take that. 94, 91. Wow, that was a major upgrade from... I didn't realize my gloves were so old. I had no idea. So now I have new gloves. Level 7 glove. I didn't even realize that. Oh, I thought that would be something special for me. Oh, nothing. Alright, let's go. Nothing in there. Another darkness zone. Or not darkness zone, but like that darkness wall. I don't know what to call that. I'm not sure. I missed. I think they're... Okay, not this round. I think there's supposed to be another Hydra or Cyclops coming up. No loots. No loots. I doubt we'll find a dead ghost in here, because I think I'm the first Guardian to ever step foot in here. Although there might be a dead ghost. Maybe a Guardian did get in here and he was killed before he could report anything. That's always possible. And the Vex, like, it said the Black Garden was calling the Vex home. So that means that there weren't a lot of Vex here right now, so they're out doing things. So by stopping that, there's not as much of a defense here, you know, to protect this. And they probably never had much of a defense because they thought, oh, this location is secret. Nobody will ever figure out where it is. We don't need to have a heavy defense here. We don't need tons and tons and tons of guys here because there's only so many of us. Like, can the Vex make more Vex? Do they have that capability? Are they self-replicating? It seems that they do have that, but at the same time, maybe they are just a limited force that just happens to have access to a substantial numbers, but still limited in the end. Maybe that's why they're trying to be so aggressive, because they know they can't win a war of that just lasts. They can't, because they don't have the numbers to do it, especially since a single Guardian is capable of taking out many ranks of them. They need to win the war as quickly as possible. Maybe. Lots of questions that need answered. Hopefully we'll learn all the answers we need to know. Not just the ones we need to know, all the answers. Every answer. We need to learn every answer. Even the ones we don't need to know. Reload this while I have a chance. There it is.
Dark down below. I think we found the Black Garden's heart.
So how much does the Black Garden have in common with the Traveler and the Darkness? I mean, is there like this grid of energy that interlays throughout the entire galaxy and universe that both the Traveler and the Darkness like link into to pull their energy from? And, you know, the Traveler then proceeds to give that to the Guardians, and then the Guardians, Traveler more or less gives them access to it, and then they link into that kind of power grid to gain access to the light. The Darkness does the same thing, but it's more like the Force. It's a singular entity, and it depends on how you utilize it that determines whether it's good or bad. It's just the user. It's not the actual Force itself is either good or bad. It's just the person using it. Do the Vex have the capability to tap into that, or the same people that made the Traveler, if the Traveler was even created, the same people that made the Vex? So much to think about. So many things to think about. I still think that it's like that. It's a power grid. It's like the morphing grid in Power Rangers. It's this grid that just overlays of power, that just overlays throughout the entire galaxy and even maybe the universe. And maybe accessing that grid is how the Vex are capable of traveling across the galaxy at such an incredible rate. Although I do wonder why the goblins tend to have almost a religious devotion to the Black Heart. As you notice, that one was there bowing. I wonder where that is. That something that's programmed into them? Did they actually become sentient? Like, there's so many things to wonder about the Vex. Like, how sentient are they really, if at all? Because it said they're controlled by like a hive mind can control 1 million of them, but if a hive mind is controlling 1 million units, then why do they show those personal interactions with something like the Black Gardens, the Heart of the Black Garden? Was it like maybe something that was put in to reaffirm the populace of the people that created it, to show like, look, these guys are on our side. Look, they have their they show devotion to our gods or our whatever. I don't know. I'm getting really into it lately. I don't know why. I just am. The Vex just perplex me, because we don't learn very much about them, and I want to learn more about them. Although, it's going to be one of those, your imagination is greater, can imagine things greater than the truth, and I'm going to be seriously let down by the time we figure out exactly what the Vex actually are. And it's like, oh, they're just robots. They're just evil robots. Like, there's nothing special about them. They're just evil robots. That would make me sad. That would make me really sad if that's all they were. Anybody else? I'm gonna go see what was up here with these hobgoblins really quick. Nothing much. Ooh, what about here? Nothing much. Alright. There's one other little spot to check, and it's right beneath me. It's right here. Nothing much. Let's move on. Okay, so we've pushed partway through the Black Garden. Like, could you not hear the gunfire happening right over here? I know this is kind of MMO-y, where ads have a range where they pick up on the players to attack them, like an aggro range. But, I mean, I'm in a instanced area. This isn't like a wide open exploratory zone. Have to deal with that Hydra. Am I fully reloaded on my heavy machine gun? Yes, I am.
The Vex here are powering that
I need
battery.
high ground.
Take them out.
I need high ground. Hold on. I need high ground, Jack. Give me a second. So close. There we go. Now I just need to wait for his shield to rotate. Let me make sure that there's no other little Vex just sitting around doing nothing. There's one goblin down there, but I'm not too concerned about him, considering I just took down the big divisive mind, or decisive mind. It was divisive or decisive, I'm not sure. I like divisive better. My super is now charged. See, the objective is telling me to go this way, but I could also go this way and do things. So are we... I think we're going to come back. I think the Black Garden is going to end up having a raid form. I think we're going to come back here. I don't think this is the last time we're going to see the Black Garden in this game. It's too important of a location to be used as like a one-off area like this. Even if it is like the final finale of the story, I think it's too important to be just used off as a one-off like this. Surprise! Even though you really should have seen me there. Right in the butt. You know, it appears to me that I could have been here much sooner than now. I could have bypassed all of that. I have this, you know, jetpack. Goblins are down. Just before I get into this, let me double check my inventory. Yeah, it's what it was before. Nothing new, nothing special. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't holding on to anything I'd want in a little bit. Minotaur down for the count. Let's just finish off the Harpies, who are not really all that much for me to worry about. Don't see any form of loot around here. We're getting close. Getting close. We're almost there. All of the hard work that we've done up until this point is going to pay off eventually. We'll go up the stairs. Didn't make a difference. Thought it would. Yeah, you can just you can stop that. Special ammo full. Full on heavy ammo, at least for one mag and part of one.
Dead end. The heart is just beyond here. This place is just one big machine. Get me close to the clusters.
Just one big machine. All of it. Kind of fits the Vex's hive mind kind of mentality with them being robots. Or at least splintered hive minds. Which, that's like there's two enemy factions in this game that have a hive mind. There's the Hive, and then there's these guys. Although I think the Hive have a hive mind, don't they? Didn't they mention that they do? Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I feel like it was mentioned at one point in time that the Hive and the Vex, they both have a hive mind effect to them. I'm gonna die. I do not want to die. Living is kind of my thing. I do it all the time. Just saying. I punch harder than you do. Granted, I also generate a wave of light when I punch, but we'll just ignore that. Jack, you just do what you're here to do.
I can manipulate them. Just need to break their manifold encryption.
Technobabble, technobabble, technobabble.
The other one.
Manifold encryption.
It's working.
I don't know nothing about that there manifold encryption. Now, if you want to talk about Plazatronic destabilizers and photon torpedoes, I can tell you everything there is to know about that, but manifold encryption? Way out of my league. New gun. It's probably not nearly as good as this one, but it's a gun. Wow, a direct hit from that just one-shotted the Minotaur. Did not expect my grenades to do that much damage. Like, I knew they were powerful, but that powerful? Didn't have a clue. That's a Hydra. We'll just scan this cluster first. Then we'll worry about the Hydra.
It's all starting to make sense. Let's see if it works.
Looks like it did. Activate the Conflux. Woo! What's up? How are you doing? Ooh! Yeah, that's not where I want to be right now. I want to be up high. Is that the only one of them? Looks like it. Alright. Let's go finish off the stragglers, then we'll activate the Conflux. That appeared to be the last of them. The radar's to believe. Be believed. Get it, Jack.
All we need is permission to enter. As a Gate Lord.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have that. We literally did the thing where you rip the guy's eye out and hold it up to the eye scanner to get access to the facility. Basically what we did.
The heart of the Black Throne. Well, here goes nothing. Or everything.
Okay, that tickled, actually. Alright. I think they know we're here. Yep, just gonna stay in here.
Think you can kill a god?
Stay in here being badass.
I have a choice.
Light and darkness in one. Did you see like there was light and then it left a trail of darkness behind it? I still say the light and the darkness are the same thing. Mark my words, I'm gonna be right about that. Okay. Snipe. 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 Let's pick off these guys really quick. I couldn't do it like this last time because I didn't have the weapons to really do it as well. Where'd that hobgoblin shot come from? Oh! Well, I'm not gonna hit you as I fall. Ow! Let's get some cover. I'm almost out. I'm out. I only have 2 rounds left for this thing anyways. 1 round. Worth it. It was worth it for the no-scope. Even though it was just a goblin. Still feel like a badass. Alright. My hand palmy punches better. Like, look, his hand is still glowing from it. Huh. So is the light as mystical as we like to think? Or can it just be channeled robotically? Is it actually a source of energy you can just tap into, like this is tapped into, the Traveler's tapped into, and the Darkness is tapped into? Yeah, who didn't see this part coming? What are you? What's your name again? Eschaton. You're a very bad shot, Eschaton. Although you do summon ads. Although they're just harpies, so they're not too much of a threat to me at the moment. Until they get right up in my grill space, and then they gotta be taken down. Okay, he might be a bad shot, but that's still a very powerful explosive weapon. So standing right in front of him, probably not the best idea. You think the groin would be a weak spot for these things too, but nope. Yeah, let's move. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about taking a heavy hit from him and then a harpy finishing me off. That's what I'm most worried about. Alright, down you go.
The heart is dying. Keep fighting them.
I'm working on it. Blue pot. Yeah, pick this stuff up. All the loots. Heavy ammo. What's this over here? Is that loot? That's just a piece of stone. Oh, he gave me a lot of heavy ammo, too. And you, my chum, your name is... Imminent Mind. Are these guys actually Gate Lords, or are they something else? Because I remember the Gate Lord fight being just much, much more... I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. That Hobgoblin is what scared me more than anything. Because one shot from him in that situation would have really just finished me off. No ammo left in the heavy weapon. As long as there's no hobgoblins, I'm sure I'm gonna be okay. Hobgoblins, they scare me more than anything, because one lucky shot from those is just devastating. Like, these guys, they fire really slow weapons. These, you might take one or two hits here and there, but they're easy enough to avoid. Like, look, there's a rock. I'm safe. Hobgoblins, they can just hit scan you to death. And regular goblins are only dangerous in very, very large groups, and even then they're easy enough to take down with a single grenade. Imminent Mind is down, let's loot his body. Axiomatic Beads. That's an interesting name. Did you just drop the one? Kill the Soul Progeny. Defeat the giant Vex who guard the heart of the Black Garden. So they're just large Vex. They're not Gate Lords. They're just large Vex. Oop, wrong button. Let's see how much a super does to this guy. It did okay. It was a direct hit, too. I was really happy about that. That was actually, I think, one of my better super throws in this game. Alright. Wow. You almost shot me out of midair. And this is powerful enough to stun you. And you finally summoned a Minotaur, but I'm pretty sure as soon as you go down, they go down too. Upgrade unlocked.
We're back on Mars. The Shroud of Darkness is lifting, and light returns to the traveler. The speaker is calling us home.
Huh. The Shroud of Darkness is lifting and light returns to the traveler. So they are part of the darkness. They do run off the darkness, but still say they're not that similar. But I do have an upgrade available. It is... Last round deals bonus damage. Yeah, it's only 3 rounds. So I'll take it. And my upgrade for this does it require just glimmer or elude speed of auto rifles. It was only a little bit of glimmer. I'll take it for now. So what do we get? A machine gun and a helmet. Alright. Excuse me. The Black Garden's been defeated. I thought the load screen would have passed by now. I don't know what to say here. Always Coca-Cola?
For centuries we feared the forces of darkness massing against us. We sought to hide and cower beneath a broken god. No more. These guardians show us what we are, what we have always been, and what we will be again. We are what remains of the light, and we will not be stamped out.
It's a day for pretty speeches and medals. But we know the real fight takes place out there. Take this. There's so much more, Guardian. I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. All ends are beginnings. Our fight is far from over.
I forgot how ridiculous my Guardian looked. There you have it. The story of Destiny ends with the defeat of the Heart of the Black Garden and the Vex. I'm not sure what to think of it overall in the end. I think it's actually kind of lackluster because I don't feel like the Vex were actually built up as a threat. We didn't see them wiping out everything. We didn't see them being a true menace. We just fought them. We didn't see the kind of power they actually wield. And that's a storytelling problem. They didn't build the Vex up enough to the point where that fight actually felt like we accomplished something. I don't feel like I did anything. I'm like, I just fought some big guys and this heart just blew, and that's it. I didn't feel like I defeated this massive threat that was threatening the entire galaxy. Not just the humans, but the Fallen, the Cabal, the Hive, the other people out there. I forget what they're called. The Awoken. I didn't feel like I did any of that, but Maybe we'll get more of that down the road in a raid or something, but either way, that is the end of the story for Destiny. I hope you enjoyed this series. I enjoy the game when I play it. I've been enjoying it more and more of recent days, and I'm going to work on leveling this guy up. I don't know what kind of content I'm going to make out of it. I'm probably going to level him up and then work on making endgame live content. I have no idea, but that's what it's going to come down to, is I'm going to work on this guy in the background and just level him up. So I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know when you'll see the next Destiny. Well, actually, no, I do. I'm going to be doing multiplayer. Multiplayer for Destiny, leveling the guy up, and then doing endgame stuff. So that's the next Destiny you're going to see. As far as single-player content, is probably going to be like raids and stuff, but the next content from Destiny that you'll see from me is multiplayer. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.